Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. So today's video is to have a little test of Evaporust, which is apparently a rust removal solution that's non-toxic, biodegradable, safe on skin and eyes, and it's reusable. Good for tools, antiques, cookware, auto, and hardware. So we're going to really put it to its test. This is a brand new container, never been opened. On this muffler, this is a muffler that we got off the chipper shredder that we do service, repair, and blade sharpen and all that on. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it up in one of these corners. I can never remember which side it comes out. But yeah, we're really going to push it to its limits, I guess, on something that's this. It's got layers of rust upon rust. Like, it's not just a single layer of rust, it seems. Anyway, so we have a container. I'm going to plonk it in. We're going to fill it up. I'll bring you back in 24 hours. I'll see how it looks. I'll bring you back in 48 hours, see how it looks. And as soon as all the rust is gone, hopefully, then I'll let you know the exact time frame in which it's taken. But let's give it a go. Let me know in the comment section if you've used Evaporust, whether you like it, whether you dislike it, and if in fact there's something that you prefer more. This stuff is really expensive, so let's hope it does what it says it does. Literally doesn't smell of anything. It's got no smell at all. Good morning, guys. So here it is. It's been 24 hours and we'll do the big reveal. I haven't actually seen it, so this is the first time I've opened that lid. That's pretty incredible, isn't it? There's a small amount of rust. Oh no, it rubs off. Oh, here he goes again. There's no postman. That is pretty incredible, isn't it? That was thick and caked on. What I'll do, let me go get a brush quickly, and I'll just get this, because there's loose rust here that I can rub off with my finger, but I'm going to wash it under water, and I'll bring you back. But that is the current condition. Isn't that incredible? And this was thick rust. And there's none left on there at all, except this little section here that can rub off. Right, let me just go give it a quick brush, wash under some water, and I'll bring you back. Oh yeah, I put the bolts in there too. I'll have to pull those out. Right, give it a quick wash, quick brush to remove any of the loose stuff. Let's just see if there's anything more caked on in here that hasn't come off. It's going to flash rust quite quickly. It needs to be dried. But that's just amazing, isn't it? Caked, absolutely caked in thick rust. That, I don't think you can really beat those results. And the fact that it's non-toxic, you can put your hands in it, that's quite incredible. So there we go, dripping water. I tell you what, the other reason why I did this video was because I want to paint this muffler. It looked horrendous. So let's give it a quick spray paint with some high temperature exhaust paint. Here's a quick tip for you guys. Whenever you're working with these high temperature exhaust paints, always just heat them up first, heat the object up first. It doesn't have to be red hot, but just hot enough that you've got some warmth in the metal. It just really helps with the ceramic paint that we're going to apply. You really can't ask for more, really, can you? If you think about it, you leave it in there 24 hours, you bring it out, give it a wash off, give it a spray, and that is as good as new. It really is as good as new. So now it needs to go in the oven, and we're going to bake that ceramic coating. So just from touching that bit that wasn't heated up, you can see all the little lines it's made on my fingers. So it's worth heating up, is what I suggest. So the bolts I'm going to deal with slightly differently. Be really careful with this. But I'm going to heat them up and I'm going to drop them into the oil. Do the same on the other side. Just get some black. Don't overdo it. Don't make the bolt go red, because you're going to end up hardening it. And if you're not going to temper it, you're going to have a very brittle bolt. That's just going to blacken it just enough so that I don't have to worry about painting it or any of that. All right, they've come out, guys. The heads are great. What I would suggest is, firstly, do this at your own risk, because if you get these too hot and you quench them, you're going to end up turning them into glass if you don't temper it. What I always do when I do this method is I'll then put it back into a vise. Let me try and tighten up it slightly, and I hit them with a hammer. If they shatter, then just as well they've shattered here and nowhere else. Of course, I'm going to hit the top bit here. I'm not going to hit the threads with a mallet. They should be solid. Don't damage the threads. That's not going to break in the engine. That's not going to break in the engine either. It sounds silly, but when you heat these up and they're not tempered and you get them too hot, you're going to run into these breaking inside the head of your engine, and that's the last thing that you want. So a quick test, smack them with the hammer. Don't damage the threads. I'm tapping on the part that's not been threaded, and that just ensures that they're not going to break off in the cylinder head or wherever they're going. Really important. I can't emphasize that enough. All right, guys, well, here's the end result. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. So 24 hours in Evaporust, quick spray down with a little bit of high temperature exhaust paint. Caked, absolutely caked in thick rust. And that's job done. So wrapping up, I really like Evaporust. It's great stuff. Would I buy it for just myself or as a hobby? Probably not. It wouldn't be worth it. But if you are planning on selling any equipment that you are derusting, then yeah, absolutely go for it. And you can reuse it over and over. So all in all, really impressed. That was a lot of rust on there that it took off in 24 hours. So can't complain. All right, hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you on the next one.